Are you overwhelmed with homeschool? All right, listen, I'm here to tell you, don't be overwhelmed. I'm going to give you some tips and some tricks to get you right on track. Don't be overwhelmed, all right? Don't be overwhelmed with homeschool, okay? All right, it's not hard as you think. All right, so let's get started. All right, parents, if you are overwhelmed with homeschool, don't be overwhelmed with homeschool, okay? First thing you have to do is you have to have a foundation. All right, now I don't know if anyone ever told you about laying down the foundation first, okay? You got to have a foundation. Now, a foundation consists of your morning routine, right? Get your morning routine down, whatever time you may get off of work, or if you're a homeschool mom or something like that, make sure that you have a morning routine, okay? Establish that first. Once you get that morning routine, your day, trust me, your day is going to go a lot smoother. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. All right, so listen. Let me just give you the rundown of what I do for my son Zakai real quickly, okay? So that you don't be overwhelmed. Please don't be overwhelmed. All right, so here we go. Me and Zakai, I get off work late, right? Zakai goes to bed at 11 o'clock. He gets up. We start homeschool at 10:30, okay? So before that, I get myself ready first, meaning I meditate. I do some type of meditation, right? I meditate first, get my whole self ready first. Then I get with my son Zakai, and then we do, me and him, a meditation for about 2 minutes. Now, understand, parents, you don't have to meditate for a long period of time. You don't have to do that. I meditate for 10 minutes, and then I get with Zakai. We meditate for about 2 minutes. 2-minute meditation to make sure that our day is going good. We're meditating for a good day. We're meditating for good grades and beyond. So you get that established first. Get your morning routine down first, okay? That's step number one, okay? Now, step number two is you get into the program. Now, if you have kids that are in the lower grades, like my son Zakai was in the lower grades, I started him off at 3rd grade, right? So 3rd grade, I was pretty much in that room with him. I didn't actually leave the room too much unless I went to make him his lunch, his breakfast, his lunch. But that's just about it. I stay in the room with him. And you have to understand that's a lot of support when you're in there with your child, okay? So listen, do not be overwhelmed, all right? You won't be overwhelmed if you get yourself ready first in the morning, okay? I'm telling you, it's very, very important that you get yourself ready first in the morning, okay? Or whatever time you start homeschool, okay? So get yourself ready first, then get with your child, get them ready, and then start homeschool. And when you do it like that, trust me, it's going to go a lot smoother. Now, real quick, all right, parents, quick bulletin break. If you have any kids that are young, you got young kids, preschool, 1st grade, kindergarten, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, okay, and you need some help with certain things, okay, go to Zakai.fun, all right? Zakai.fun is me and my son's site, and with that, you got free stuff, okay? I got the periodic table challenge. We have times tables. We have the multiplication, division. We have adding, subtracting. We have sight words from kindergarten all the way up into the 5th grade. We have a few other things that are on our site, and as we speak right now, I am building it, and I'm continuing to building it for you, the community. All right, so that's a place, a safe haven that you can go to, and you can have your kids, log on to there, and then they can do, whatever they want to do. If they want to do times tables, adding, subtracting, multiplying, they want to do sight words, they can do sight words. They can do the periodic table challenge. I'm adding some more stuff. So parents, log on to Zakai.fun. I'll leave a link in the description below. All right, back to scheduled program. You want to give them 15-minute breaks, okay? And at some point in time when they have quizzes, you might want to give them a brain break, okay? What is a brain break? A brain break is what I use for Zakai, okay? Some of those tests, like for example, the math, might be a little bit too overwhelming for him, so he take a brain break. So when he come back, he resets himself and he's able to do, really well on his test. So that's some brain breaks. I give him a 10-minute brain break. After the lessons, for example, my son Zakai has ELA, math, science, history. So ELA, after that 15-minute break, get back into it. Math, 15-minute break, right? get back into it. Science, 15-minute break. After that, get back into it. You got history, 15-minute break, PE, and then bam, done for the day. Okay, just completely finished for the day. All right, parents, here's another tip for you on do not be overwhelmed by homeschool. Cut out all interference in your home, meaning that your home needs to be a low frequency vibrational home, right? The kid needs to be loved. He needs to feel love, right? The house, no interference, meaning no yelling. If you have anybody in the house that's yelling, screaming, okay, we can't have it. All right. So you won't be overwhelmed. Okay. We do not want the parents to be overwhelmed, because if the parents are overwhelmed, homeschooling probably might not work for the kid. Okay. So make sure that the house is nice and quiet. It's loving. It's welcoming. All right. If you have any pets, make sure that they're in there with your child. Trust me, it works. It works dramatically. I'm telling you right now. The way I set up Zakai is he have his 2 dogs, Zippy and Toby, in the room with him while he's doing his homeschool. All right, makes a world of difference. All right, do not be overwhelmed. It's not hard. You might work a full-time job like I do. I have a full-time job. Yes, I work 40+ hours a week, but the way that I schedule and I set it up, I get up at enough time to, do the homeschooling. I actually get 7 hours of sleep. Sometimes I get 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes I get 6 hours of sleep. But it's up there in the high range, right? So that I'll be able to focus. And, my son, he gets a lot of sleep. So that would enable him to focus. One thing, parents, that you do not want to do that will probably make yourself overwhelmed is your kid can't go to bed late. If you guys are getting up at 7, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, that kid needs to be in the bed. Not in the bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, not in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. The kid needs to be in the bed, okay? So that doesn't overwhelm your day, okay? So parents, that is pretty much it. That's pretty much the layout. I think the best thing for you is to don't get overwhelmed, please. And if you have some questions about being overwhelmed, do me a favor, leave a comment. Okay, so because this channel is not too big right now, I will answer your comment. Like if you need some help, like setting up something, you know what I mean, or you're being too overwhelmed, I can give you some tips. Just write on the comment, I can give you some tips. Okay, so feel free, don't be scared to leave a comment. Let me know, and then I can send you one back. It's very simple. Okay, that's what I'm here for. All right, listen, if there's anything that you need me to touch on, do me a favor, put it in the comments. So then like I said, the channel is not as big right now, so I will be able to answer those questions for you. Please, parents, like I said, hang in there. Don't be overwhelmed. It's not as hard as you think. If you set yourself up in the morning time, trust me, set it up, get yourself ready, pray, meditate, do whatever you do first. Then you get with your kid, you pray, you meditate with your kid. Trust me. Then you start your homeschool. Trust me, the day's gonna be a lot better. Get your food, your breakfast or whatnot. Get a nice lunch, and you know what I'm saying. Make sure you give the kids those brain breaks. Make sure you give them those 15-minute breaks. Excuse me, a lunch also, and trust me, your day is going to go a lot smoother. All right, I'm the Homeschool Dad. I will see you on the next video.